Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Tigers kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Coming out with it, it's Barres. Knocked down right at the 25. He breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with the USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in Week 1.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Now on the counter. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Walton. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes grab on third. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Driving forward, it's Walton. Maybe some headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. First carry of the season for this transfer. He's past the marker. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. Shows him the stiff arm. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wide receiver. Throws it off the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. He's changing the play. Holstein. Look out. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
They'll run with Gibson. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. He's got 50 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the...
It's a seam wide open. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. motion from the back. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Turner. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
Turns up, it's Gibson. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Running inside, it's Gibson. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Holstein to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Out wide right, it's Gibson. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Holstein to the air again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Fighting Irish call their 1st timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment on the play. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this 1st punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Single back formation, and they give it to it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. Hard running there. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Porter. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Moves the pocket. It's Carr. Right side, it's Porter. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Carr unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 10 team, the LSU Tigers.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
And it's the Crimson Tide, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
RPO complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Long way to go on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Quarterback changing the play. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Gonna run it, it's Walton. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he got it so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. On 4th and inches, maybe rethink things just for a moment. They call a timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. On the move at the 30. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Gonna run it. It's Walton. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Going to the running game. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Driven back.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. From deep, it's Barres. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Quick give. It's Mobley. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking for a gap. It's Walton. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the gun on third down, Carr unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Porter. Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here's Carr to throw. Makes the grab and room to run. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Running behind that left side. Showing off the arms. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Out wide right, it's Kane. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Holstein to throw for it on 4th. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Eli Holstein to throw. It's picked off, and another empty drive. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Notre Dame! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short game. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And finally, we see a nice game. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing, Holstein. Makes the grab on the left. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Right side, it's Turner. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
In the backfield, it's Turner. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
2nd and long here. Here's a give to Gibson. And he will go nowhere on the final play of the game. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long